halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. In motion left, Robinson. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Baker. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Rams are 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Baker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, a run with Conner. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready, quick. Black out. White.
Baker now to throw on 2nd down toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Baker. Under pressure, they got him again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. calls, but also on the offensive line to keep everyone in and mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Off play action, Fields. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running right is counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Baker.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Baker
throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Baker.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. The 20. 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Rams 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's Baker. A final shot before break.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them. Attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Cheetah, ready?
Off the play fake. Baker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Ready.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
13 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down. Fields. Hardy's got it on the out route. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
To try again after the sack. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Dwayne Smoot dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. A shotgun snap, Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Mevis knocks this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Looking to throw. Baker. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Run the ball. Ready?
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Touchdown. Rondale Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Nevis on to attempt the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Rams 3.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was